Mercedes-AMG automobiles are considered among the world's most passionate expressions of high-performance engineering. Born and bred of a dominant motorsport tradition that began with the first car to wear the three-pointed star, every Mercedes-AMG proclaims its racing heritage with a design strategy that uncompromisingly insists form follow performance. Mercedes-AMG automobiles aren't merely modified Mercedes-Benz models. They're specifically engineered from the inside out, optimizing power and performance, while enhancing each car's unique personality with aggressive, functional styling. The lightweight yet resolutely rigid aluminum and composite bodies are graceful sculptures designed to optimize performance through airflow management, while maintaining strict tolerances for the advanced powertrain and suspension components. The front grille with its prominent silver star and the lower air dam of the Mercedes-AMG GTS incorporate massive intakes that admit air to cool critical components, while fender vents allow hot air to exit and invoke classic Mercedes sports cars of yesteryear. A front splitter manages the airstream to create downforce, while accentuating the aggressive stance of the automobile. Bold flared fenders, a characteristic of Mercedes-AMG models, allow for a wider front track to deliver a sharper and more precise steering feel for aggressive cornering and a sporting personality. In addition, the spacious fender wells accommodate wider wheels and larger tires for enhanced traction and stability. Distinctive power dome bulges on the hood draw attention to the potent race-bred engine below. Hand-built in the one-man, one-engine tradition, each power plant is signed by the master craftsman who assembled it from start to finish. At higher speeds, an electronically retractable rear spoiler rises from the smoothly contoured rear deck of the GTS to enhance stability, downforce, and traction. At low speed or at rest, it's hidden to reduce unnecessary drag. All elements combine to command a sense of motion and dominant power. The rear boasts detailed styling with functional aerodynamic management elements, punctuated by trapezoidal exhaust outlets to visually define every Mercedes-AMG as a breed apart. To ensure a full experience of the senses, the AMG signature exhaust note proudly bellows its performance pedigree. In brief, each Mercedes-AMG model reflects the very best in high performance, proving our axiom that AMG means driving performance. Two advanced transmissions are at the core of the AMG portfolio. The AMG SpeedShift DCT 7-speed, a dual-clutch transmission, and the AMG SpeedShift MCT 7-speed, a multi-clutch transmission. The DCT 7-speed in the Mercedes-AMG GTS is in a rear transaxle configuration and serves as transmission, rear differential, and rear axle in a single assembly. The rear transaxle location helps achieve the ideal 47-53 front-rear weight distribution and enhances traction by placing the mass of the transaxle directly over the driven wheels. The DCT functions like two transmissions in the same case, each with an electronically controlled clutch. One clutch engages and disengages the odd-numbered gears, 1, 3, 5, and 7, while the other operates even-numbered gears, 2, 4, and 6. Because the gear sets are independent, the control system can pre-engage the next gear prior to the shift. This shift can occur in less than 100 milliseconds. For instance, when the car is driven in third gear, fourth gear is pre-engaged, and the upshift is accomplished when one clutch disengages and the other engages. The AMG SpeedShift MCT 7-speed, which is used in several AMG models, is internally quite different from the DCT, yet extremely responsive. Like the DCT, it can also be shifted manually using the steering wheel mounted paddles. The MCT is similar to a conventional automatic transmission, yet it differs in that engine power is transferred directly to the transmission via a multiple-disc wet clutch, rather than by a fluid-driven torque converter. This ensures optimum efficiency, immediate reaction to the throttle, and crisp, rapid gear changes. Like a manual transmission, the AMG SpeedShift DCT 7-speed provides a direct connection between engine and rear axle, yet can function like an automatic if preferred. Depending on the vehicle, AMG Dynamic Select features 4 or 5 drive modes that control multiple driving functions, including shift characteristics. The illustrated GTS includes Individual, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and the additional 5th drive mode, Race. Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus modes provide a calibration engineered to achieve the balance of performance and efficiency needed for the situation. The Comfort mode is for everyday driving and includes a sailing function that is activated to enhance fuel economy. Sport and Sport Plus modes are meant for more aggressive driving and provide extremely rapid shifting without power interruption. Automatic rev matching on downshifts mimics the heel and toe technique used by race car drivers, while the electronic control system can skip individual gears rather than downshifting through each gear in succession. The individual mode can be tailored to the driver's preferences. Manual shifts can be accomplished in any mode by simply pulling on the steering wheel shift paddles. Once the shift has been completed, the transmission reverts back to automatic mode. However, pressing the M button in any mode enables instant full manual shift control and a direct connection to the car's powertrain. For pure track performance, a special race mode enables the quickest and firmest gear change times and manual-only shifting via the steering wheel paddles. In each Dynamic Select mode, the response of the vehicle systems, including suspension damping, throttle, steering, ESP, and even the exhaust note, is regulated in such a way as to deliver optimum performance and control for the driving situation. The transmission of an AMG automobile is more than just a gear selection device. It's part of an integrated system meant to satisfy the demands of the world's most discerning drivers. The Mercedes-AMG Adaptive Suspension System fine-tunes vehicle damping to match the driving situation at hand, tailored to each vehicle. The systems differ in technical detail, but all banish the notion that a comfortable ride and crisp performance handling are mutually exclusive goals. The electronically controlled AMG Adaptive Suspension System provides precise adjustments in real time to meet the driving needs at that moment. Additionally, at the touch of a button on the AMG drive unit, the customer can pre-select the base level of damping to Comfort, Sport, or Sport Plus mode based on their preference. The AMG Dynamic Select system is also used to adjust the adaptive suspension. However, its various modes additionally affect the dynamic characteristics of the whole car. This is achieved by not only making the appropriate changes in the suspension, but also by pairing corresponding performance changes to the engine, transmission, and ESP systems. The Comfort setting provides a smooth yet driver-connected ride for everyday driving and is well suited to bumpy roads or less than perfect highway surfaces. The Sports setting increases the damping rate on both compression and rebound for better wheel control and more defined road feel in cornering or high-speed lane changes. The Sport Plus setting calibrates all suspension variables to their maximum levels of performance. Because the damping is very stiff, it provides optimal handling combined with crisp road feel. In aggressive driving on twisting, turning roads, the vehicle will be unflustered and primed for the task at hand. In every mode, the computer-controlled AMG Adaptive Suspension fine-tunes the adjustment of the chosen mode based on a number of variables, including wheel speed, ride height, longitudinal and lateral acceleration, throttle input, and steering angle. Individual wheel sensors detect body movement to determine the current ride height at all 4 corners of the vehicle. This data is enhanced by 3 additional accelerometers, which then identify the exact position of the chassis and the forces currently seen on all axes in real time. Individual wheel speed sensors determine the vehicle's overall speed while also gauging available traction at each wheel. A steering angle sensor tells the control unit the exact amount that the driver has turned the steering wheel, such as in a corner. Analyzing variables in real time, the control unit alters damping forces at each wheel via an adjustable valve installed within each shock absorber. Forged aluminum parallel double wishbone control arms regulate wheel movement with precision throughout the range of suspension travel, while minimizing unsprung weight, providing superb handling and optimum road feel. In brief, it's a race-bred, competition-proven suspension system, dynamically engineered to meet the demands of the world's most discerning drivers. An electronically controlled rear axle locking differential plays a key role in the dynamics and power delivery for the Mercedes-AMG GTS and Mercedes-AMG C63S. Engineered to enhance control in the most powerful automobiles, the electronic differential can adjust the rear-wheel torque distribution in a fraction of a second, correcting any unwanted driving behavior, such as understeer or loss of traction due to wheel spin at one of the driving wheels. The system has capabilities exceeding those of mere traction control. It analyzes data from a range of sensors, calculates the corrective action required, and distributes torque to enhance handling and optimize traction when accelerating from a standstill, cornering, or changing lanes at high speed. Additionally, the system can apply torque vectoring, which can improve performance capability and stability by reducing understeer. The electronic limited slip differential is a key component of AMG Dynamic Select, which orchestrates and coordinates numerous systems, including engine throttling, transmission shifting, suspension damping, and the ESP, Electronic Stability Program. If the driving situation requires regulation of torque distribution, such as when ESP detects a loss of traction at one of the rear wheels, the differential regulating valve is precisely actuated. The valve pressurizes a piston that applies force to engage the multi-disc clutch of the differential. It continuously adjusts to manage torque between the two rear wheels. The clutch engages incrementally, varying the differential locking rate, reducing rear wheel RPM differences as required, and vectoring torque to enhance performance. The ESP control unit continuously monitors the driving situation and driver's input to make further incremental adjustments, all within a fraction of a second. How aggressively and rapidly the electronic differential responds to the driving situation and wheel spin is determined by the selected driving mode. In ESP on mode, the system will react immediately to a calculated need for torque management. This can enhance safety through traction control in inclement weather, but it also improves vehicle performance by precisely managing the application of power based on available traction. If sport handling mode is chosen, the system applies enough influence to help prevent loss of control, but allows for more aggressive driving. For example, it will allow for some driver-induced oversteer and higher drift angles for aggressive cornering. If ESP off mode is selected, there are no interventions in the vehicle dynamics and all car control is up to the skills of the driver. ESP off should only be used by experienced drivers on closed racetracks. These highly technical systems deliver peerless vehicle control and dynamics, as every Mercedes-AMG is a true high-performance automobile, designed and built by engineers with almost 50 years of racing experience. A confidence-inspiring thought for sure. The beating heart of every athletic AMG automobile is a powerful engine. Every Mercedes-AMG GTS engine is built to exacting specs. Each is hand-assembled from start to finish by a single master engine builder. A special plaque is affixed to the engine bearing the actual signature of the builder, proving that at the heart of every AMG is a soul. Among the many powerful performers that can be found in the Mercedes-AMG engine lineup, the 503 horsepower 4.0-liter V8 bi-turbo of the GTS is among the most innovative. The 4.0-liter bi-turbo's two turbochargers are mounted within the engine's valley, in the V between the cylinder heads, rather than alongside the engine. Engineers call this revolution of technology the hot inside V. This design increases throttle response, power, and efficiency, while reducing the overall dimensions and weight of the engine. The 4-valve zirconium alloy cylinder heads are of reverse flow design, meaning the hot exhaust gases exit toward the center V of the engine, while the compact thermoplastic intake manifolds are on the outside of the cylinder heads. Thus, high-velocity exhaust gases can be delivered directly to the twin turbos, using the shortest distance possible, eliminating turbo lag and conserving the heat energy that drives the turbines. The turbos pressurize air for combustion and pack up to 2.3 times more oxygen atoms into the cylinders than would a normally aspirated intake system. The result is massive power and outstanding efficiency. While the hot inside V configuration is inherently compact, Mercedes-AMG engineers take space-saving design a step further with a dry sump lubrication system that eliminates the conventional oil pan and allows the engine to be mounted 2.2 inches lower than would otherwise be possible. By positioning the engine's mass lower in the vehicle, the center of gravity is closer to the road, resulting in sharper handling and higher driver confidence. In addition, dry sump lubrication ensures direct oil feed and extraction from the crankcase for optimal engine lubrication, even at high speeds and high lateral loads. Dual oil pumps circulate the oil at a rate of up to 4.4 quarts a second at variable pressures depending on need. This provides a substantial flow of lubricating oil to protect and internally cool the engine while maintaining precise control of oil levels in the crankcase, which reduces windage and improves power output. It's yet another example of how race-proven technology makes every Mercedes-AMG an outstanding performer and a machine more than worthy to carry the three-pointed star forward, both on the racetrack and on the road.
This channel Old Benz. Thank you for attention. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel.